16-year-old dating a 24-year-old? An 8-year difference when the younger person is still a teen is far too big of an age gap. They may be violating age of consent laws depending on where you are. Look those up and call the police if so. I would go as far as to alerting the employer if that's where they got to know each other. Like, I'm sorry, but that age gap is a bit too much. As someone who's been through a relationship with an older man while I was still a minor. 17F. 32M. We stayed together for 4 years. There is nothing healthy about a grown adult man pursuing a teenager. He is absolutely taking advantage of her naivety and lack of experience. It's your responsibility as her sister to alert the employer and your parents. That man is a predator and needs to be treated as such. She will obviously be upset with you, and the trust she has in you will most likely fade for a while. But I promise you, she will appreciate it when she's older. That boyfriend is sketchy as fuck. This is so completely predatory. 24 is already finished college, dating a high school sophomore. You need to tell your parents. This is textbook grooming. Your sister is going to get hurt or worse. This is exactly how people get trapped in years-long abusive relationships. Isolated from everyone they know. Tell your parents like now. As a 24Y, oh man. I can't imagine dating a 16Y, oh. Maybe they aren't an explicitly violent predator. But something fucked in the BF's head. As far as what you can do, I think you're doing all you can. Maybe being extra vigilant for abuse, since it's super easy for heavily unbalanced power dynamics. Like that. I was in your sister's position at age 14. It took me nearly 4 years to realize that I had been groomed into thinking it was fine. But when I turned 18, still in high school, I continued this behavior and dated a 26-year-old because I thought it was cool and mature of me to date another older man now that it was technically legal. I'm saying get your sister out of that relationship as fast as you can. My experiences dating as a teenager has truly fucked up me and made it difficult to connect with people my age. Please, please, please help your sister. She might not see that she's being groomed, and she might not even fully realize it until many years later. She might think he's interested in her because she's mature, or beyond her years. Truth is, he's dating a 16-year-old because nobody his own age will date him. He's a fucking creep. Call the cops. Alert the employer. A 24-year-old has no business with a 16-year-old kid. Alert the police as well if you have to. A 16-year-old might be able to date an 18-yo but not a 24-yo. WTF girl. That's your baby sister. I'm 20 and my sister is 15. Almost 16. And reading this makes me so mad. Number 24-year-old man should even be thinking of a 16-year-old child like that, much less have access to date her. She is being groomed and you're not doing anything to stop it. OFC, she isn't gonna listen. BC, she's 16. That's just obvious. WTF is that creep doing with your baby sister? Tell your parents. No good parent would ever approve of this relationship. She's being taken advantage of. Can't believe you even have to ask Reddit's opinion on this. Being someone's safe space means they can trust you to always have their best interests at heart. Get this man away from her any way you can. I'm sorry, but you need to report him. Otherwise, your sister may not be his only victim. Anyone who has brought up the half your age plus 7. So in his case 24 to 2 equals 12 plus 7 equals 19. That shit is not okay. As someone who was a 16-year-old dating a 24-year-old when I was in high school, obviously I had a lot of people telling me not to do it. I think looking back on it, I wish there was no reason for me to be manipulated. I fell prey to an abusive predatory relationship because I didn't feel attractive, loved or valued by myself or others close to me. That's not something you can fix easily or instantly. But I'd say be an ear for your sister more than anything. If she feels open enough to discuss her relationship problems with you as they come up, and you can gently explain why she deserves better, she'll have constant reminders and it will be easier for her to realize that this guy is a predator. Trying to force her to do anything could make her feel as if you're attacking her happiness instead of trying to protect it. I think you need to be a good big sister and protect your little from the grown man who thinks it's okay to date a 16-year-old. Chris Hansen would be all over this. Yep, predator. That's not her boyfriend, it's her predator. Not cool. Her boyfriend is a felon in most states. And yes, it is strange that he can't find someone his own age, or at least 18, to date. 8 years isn't a huge age difference if they're both adults. But at 16 most people are not fully mentally or emotionally developed. I wish them and you the best of luck. But if he breaks her heart, she'll be messed up over it even more because of the age difference. Try your best to get her to talk about her feelings and her future more without be pushy or too judgmental. Okay, I've been here. I've dated older men as a younger female. And don't do it. It's dangerous and will likely end bad. You have two options: intervene for her safety and risk your relationship, as she is 16, generally age of consent. Your other option is to catch her in a good mood and just say word for word, "This will be the last time I bring it up and I really need you to just listen. It would be really important. You're my sister and you're important to me. I love you and your safety and happiness is really important. I really just want to express that. Okay?" Quote. Maybe it's worth meeting him if she is stubborn and won't budge on the gap. It's worth getting an idea of him yourself. Ask her if she'd date a 14 years old. Why not? Okay, so why would a 24 years old date a 16 years old? These waters are tough to navigate and I really wish you the best in this emotional war zone. But if she's mature enough to have sex with an older man, she should be mature enough to have this conversation with you.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epic Ericast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.